According to Mapping Police Violence, 99% of killings by police from 2013 to 2019 have not resulted in officers being charged with a crime.
In the US, African Americans are 2.5 times more likely to be killed by police than white people. For black women, the rate is 1.4 times more likely.
24% of African Americans and 32% of other non-white racial groups were not attacking police officers when they were killed.
Black people have a very different experience while dealing with the criminal justice system, which is described as a system of racial control. The Black Lives Matter is a movement organized against police brutality towards African American people, which began in 2013 with the use of hashtag Black Lives Matter on social media. This hashtag became very known and recognized in the US and other countries after the death of Michael Brown, a man who was fatally shot by a white police officer in 2014, resulting in people protesting in the city of New York. From 2014 to the present year 2020, Black Lives Matter protestants have marched defending numerous deaths of African American descendants in hands of police officers.
Racial injustice, or more known as racial inequality, is a disparity of opportunity and treatment that occurs as a result of someone's race. White people make up the majority of population in the US, causing a large separation of races leading to discrimination and prejudice. Racial injustice can apply to several aspects in life, like education, employment, criminal justice system, and voting. An example of this would be the Jim Crow laws. These laws limited the rights of African Americans and ultimately made them lesser members of society, having things like their ability to go to certain schools and the right to vote taken away. Us, as the future generation, should start to speak up and encourage society to treat people equally, no matter their race or color, and also start to educate by implementing school subjects relating to this concerning issue.
Stop killing us. We deserve to live. Our words heard every day in protests. The Black Lives Matter movement is mostly protesting for the human rights and dignity of African Americans in the US. Martin Luther King Jr. said, "Since we know that the system will not change the rules, we are going to have to change the system." Many African Americans and other minorities suffer from race discrimination every day. A skin color or a nationality does not define if you're a good or a bad person. Some people consider that indirect discrimination is not discrimination. Companies are less interested in attending you when your name is from African American genes. A hairdresser refuses to attend you when he sees you. This is also discrimination, and nobody should be hurt like this. Every human being should have the same rights as citizens, and this is still not 100% seen in our society. This is not just another civil war in our history. We are fighting all together for civil, social, political, legal, economic, and cultural equal rights because we are all human beings and we all deserve the same rights.
We can do this if we fight together.
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 So let's make it happen.